Right, welcome back everybody to YouTube channel BTC TV, and we are standing again in Singapore. The main reason why we are here because today is going to be started World Blockchain Forum right here in this city. And also this event is co-hosted by SBlock, so hopefully we can meet interesting people, make interviews with them with great projects as well, and learn more about SBlock during this World Blockchain Forum. So let's get started this video. Are you ready? Let's go! Right, we are back from Singapore from World Blockchain Forum, which is co-hosted by SBlock, and we are super happy to present you the main president of SBlock Foundation. Ivan, thanks for coming to our show.
Yeah, thank you as well.
So please tell us what is actually SBlock Foundation is all about.
Actually, SBlock Foundation is a global non-profit organization which is focused mainly on education of general public, enterprises, government and investors. So like we were telling people about what is digital assets, and we decided to make it global. So we currently have representations in 30 countries, and it's like, you know, we took the main mission, try to focus on education, and like this is like the main part which we're covering.
I see. Why you decided to go to blockchain, right? Market is actually, this technology is actually a new one. Why you decided to go with that, and when you first time heard about blockchain?
I mean, it's talking about me personally, so I'm quite new in the market, like less than 2 years. So and from the very beginning I tried to focus on digital securities, so it was like my main thing which I was involved in, because I personally believe that next 10 years, like in next decade, like at least like 10% of all tradable assets will be tokenized. So and you definitely should be involved in this space. So it's
Yes.
impossible just to go through, and I saw that a huge opportunity for me, so that's why I decided to join.
I see. Beside foundation, I know that SBlock has its own wallet, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, the connection, so we're supported by SBlock company, which is their main business. It's a wallet. So SBlock Foundation is supported by SBlock, but they have their own products. So actually doing cool stuff. So they have a wallet, because today people should have wallets, just because like all the digital assets becoming much more popular. So it's just there are not a lot of wallets in the market, I believe so. And
Actually, I was amazed by, they showed me a demo of it, and I was amazed that it's really working wallet. It's not like some beta or something, but it's really working wallet, and so it is already live, so it's a great one.
Yeah, they had like almost 500 to 1,000 downloads in the first week, so actually they're doing a great job.
I see.
And helping them for supporting us as SBlock Foundation. Yeah.
Now, please tell us about, in general, how do you like this event, which is right now in Singapore? Do you happy with the results so far?
Yeah, Singapore is actually one of the best places today in the crypto market, so because everybody here, so the community is huge. So all events which are happening here in Singapore, they're usually successful. The WBF is quite big event, so they have. Everything is cool. So I like the event very much.
Now, one of the last questions would love to ask you. Last year we celebrated like 10 years anniversary of Bitcoin, right? Your company is also a new one. In your opinion, where will be SBlock in 5 years approximately, if it is you think so?
Yeah, I mean, they're developing quite. They have their own products which they want to develop. So I mean, they have very good like roadmap which they presented already. So it's like they have a wallet, they have payment solutions, they have enterprise solutions. So I think they will be great. I mean, because they have a great team also as well. So yeah, they're doing a good job.
Nice. All right, thanks, Ivan, for coming to our show, for answering your question, and good luck with your project.
Right, welcome back to YouTube channel BTC TV, and we continue to do videos from World Blockchain Forum from Singapore, and right now I'm happy to present you Paul, which is representing Ernst & Young. Thanks for coming to our TV show. You are a representative of Ernst & Young. What is your vision about blockchain? You just actually gave a speech about blockchain. Why you are so passionate about it?
So I think it's going to be absolutely transformational for enterprises. Companies struggle to transact with each other in a way that is reliable and secure. And it is possible for them to do this today with centralized web services, but the result is that the operator of that central web service becomes very powerful. They see all of your information. And so I think that's what's holding back a lot of true digital collaboration between enterprises, is the fear that central authorities that run digital networks will become too powerful in their business.
I see. You made a comparison to, for example, to Amazon Web Service, which started approximately 10 years ago, 11 maybe even more, that when they started, nobody wanted to go with them and everybody laughed at them, right? But now everybody's using them.
Right.
Do you still believe that with blockchain we will have a similar situation?
I think that'll be nearly the same for public blockchains. So enterprise users are typically quite conservative in how they go after new business processes when they implement things. They like to see it take a few years. They need to get comfortable with some of these new technologies. It took people a long time to get comfortable with shared infrastructure of public blockchain. I think it will take a similar amount of time to get comfortable with the shared infrastructure of public blockchains and versus public clouds.
But you gave on the speech prediction that during the next 5 to 10 years you think that Ethereum is going to be one of the number one blockchain technology, right? You
Yes.
still believe that?
Oh, well, it's only been 5 minutes since I gave the talk, so I'm going to say yes. Nothing's happened in the last 5 minutes that changed my mind. The reality is, I think, technologies like blockchains, network equipment, these are driven by network effects. The more participants that are on them, the stronger they become. Eventually, one of them tends to run away from the others and become the dominant platform, right? We've seen that actually with social networks. We've seen it with development standards. We've seen this with kind of communications protocols. I think you would have to make a very strong case for me to believe that we won't have the same experience with blockchain technology.
I see. But for me it was a little bit surprised that you give Ethereum number one position, not, for example, Neo, Tron, and other networks. Why Ethereum in your opinion?
Oh, it's just based on the fact that it has by far the most users, the most venture capital, and the most applications, right? I think one of the lessons we get over and over is, in technology, is you can get really sucked into these big debates about which platform is better, which technology is better. But the reality is that the most successful technology platforms are not the ones that are necessarily the best. They're the ones with the most users.
Right.
So that is, and at a certain point, that network effect spiral becomes impossible to resist, even if you have something that feels quite a bit better than the current version.
All right, well, thanks a lot for your answers, and thanks for coming, and wishing you good luck with what you're doing.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we are back from World Blockchain Forum from Singapore, and I'm happy to present to you a great person from Litecoin, Franklin. Thanks for coming to our TV show.
Thanks for having me.
The next question will be, what news will be about Litecoin? Everybody knows that in August, I believe, there's
halving.
Halving,
Yeah.
right? And what will be after that?
Well, there'll be another halving in 4 years after that. But in the meantime, we will continue doing what we do, which is development. So as I mentioned on stage, we're looking into complementary transactions and adding more fungibility to the network. That's really our focus right now. We keep our code base very similar to Bitcoin, but we also reach out and try new ideas where we can do. So complementary transactions for us is one of those things where, like I say, we'll add this much needed fungibility into a network, and it's something the Bitcoin core developers are also looking to introduce as well. So we're working very closely with them, and hopefully, if it works on Litecoin, just like Segwit did, we can help then promote and push that technology onto Bitcoin for the benefit of everybody using that network as well.
Okay. Everybody heard about news from Facebook, right, with the Libra project,
yeah.
right? Do you afraid of them? Because basically they're kind of like your competitors, or not?
They are and aren't. The thing is, Libra is a stable coin,
right?
So it's pegged to a reserve of assets. And honestly, I was talking with people, and I think it's kind of good for Facebook to be going in this direction. Of course, I don't like the idea that it's Facebook doing it. Anybody else would be better in terms of privacy. But it's something that's good for people who aren't us. Libra is not meant for people in the first world. It's meant for people with economies which don't have access to this more open and secure banking, where their traditional currencies are more fluctuating. If they want to get into something like the dollar, a stronger currency, then Facebook will be offering that with Libra. And again, if I want to send money to somebody in a different country, I can do it with Libra,
yeah.
If that's what they accept, and they don't want to accept Bitcoin, and they can get a benefit from that. But again, it will be stable. So I don't really see it as much really being competition. It's competition with the other stable coins out there, like Tether, USDC, and unfortunately the Gemini dollar. I feel very bad for the Winklevoss twins. I like them a lot. And of course, I think them naming it Libra, another star sign to go after Gemini, I think it's a bad taste move on behalf of Facebook. But it's more likely going to cause them issues and make the Gemini dollar obsolete than it will Bitcoin.
Yeah. All right, Franklin. Thanks a lot for coming to our TV show, and wishing you good luck with Litecoin Foundation.
Alright, this is it for the first day of World Blockchain Forum in Singapore, powered by SBlock as well. And it's the second day. I hope we can find more interesting, great people here and make interviews with them. So don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for such more videos, and see you in the next video. Bye.